ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Almost a year has passed since the staging of the 2017 IAAF World Championships in London. One Bahamian athlete didn't make that trip because of an alleged doping violation, and B3A's Secretary General Jamiko Archer recently addressed where they are in that process.
The athlete has appealed the ruling. We have not gotten the final position from the IAAF as yet.
Archer also took the time out to speak about the Bahamas not being able to host next year's IAAF World Relays.
The B3As is one of the principal partners of the World Relays, and it's a tripartite relationship between the IAAF, the B3As, and the government of the Bahamas. The government of the Bahamas serves a very important function, and that is to be the guarantor of the event. Decisions have been made, and we stand by that decision, barring any private donor who would come and serve as a guarantor for the event. Alternatively, we believe that the brand of the Bahamas remains strong, and perhaps one day we can do some things through the Federation as an independent entity.
Team Bahamas currently participating in the 62nd Annual Caribbean Amateur Golf Championships in the Cayman Islands. We can tell you the Bahamas has two teams there, and after 2 days of competition, the men are tied for 6th in the Herman Cup, moving up one spot from the opening day. Richard Gibson Jr. led day 1 with a score of 76, while Paul Savusas led day 2 with a 71. Savusas, also the top Bahamian male player in the individual category, currently tied for 12th with a 7 over par 149. As for the team standings, Trinidad and Tobago in first place in the men's division, followed by the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Now in the George Teal Cup for ladies, the Bahamas currently in 4th, the same place they were after day 1. Haley Turnquest had the best score on day 1 with a 78. Ashley Michelle led day 2 with a 75. Turnquest is the top Bahamian female in the individual category, currently sitting in 10th place with a 13 over 155. Puerto Rico leads the ladies division, followed by the Dominican Republic and Trinidad and Tobago. The final 2 rounds will be played tomorrow and Friday at the North Sound Golf Club. Well, the Bahamas sent just one athlete to compete in Judo at the Central American and Caribbean Games, which is ongoing in Colombia. Cynthia Raming took to the mat for the first time yesterday and bowed out in the opening round of the women's 57 kilos.
My coach and I, we had discussed the game plan, so we were trying to go out there relaxed and comfortable, and to continue to move to the left and to just work the system, figure it out, and then go for the main techniques. I believe that I could have done better, of course. Of course, I want a better result, but with the competition, it's very strong, so I just have to continue to practice and continue to train harder, lift weights.
Our men's basketball team also back on court yesterday at CAC. Kelsey Johnson tells us whether or not they were able to pick up their first win.
Eugene Baines' missed layup in the open court led to an 8-2 run in favor of the Dominican Republic, who went on to win the game 84-77. Even though they didn't win or close out strong, head coach Quinton 3-Ounce Hall liked the way his team is playing.
Hey, boy, that's a tough loss. But hey, I could say this, man. Us losing Jackson, it really hurt today. But nevertheless, the guys, they've been tremendous this far. These guys, they've been coming to practice. They've been communicating with one another, been loving one another. As a coach, I couldn't ask for any other better players.
The 7-point deficit is the best showing for Team Bahamas against the Dominican Republic, who is a stronger side. The Bahamas won the battle on the boards and from behind the arc. The team did play without Jackson Jacob and relied heavily on Michael Carey, who netted 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Jackson wanted to play, but we got medical condition that he wasn't able to. But nevertheless, like I said, the guys left it out there. Jackson is a big part of what we do to get something else and a different type of transition. He's an energy guy, he's a boost. But hey, it is what it is.
Quinton Smith chipped in with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Marks and Ford put up 11 points for Team Bahamas. Reporting from Barranquilla, Colombia, where the 23rd edition of the CAC Games is taking place, I'm Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
The Bahamas Blue Marlin Sports Club getting ready to put on its annual basketball invitational. Harrison Moxley is the organizer.
It's an international invitational tournament, and we're going to be hosting it again this year, August 7th, 8th, and 9th. And it's going to be in the evenings at 5 p.m. We're going to be between the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium and the A.F. Adley Gym. And we have about 8 teams coming down from Raleigh, North Carolina, affiliated with 365 sports. So we're going to have senior boys, senior girls, and junior boys participating this year. The club has been going on for about 6 years now, and I think we had the Noble Prep would have been the champions of the tournament, and also we had teams coming in from Harbour Island. Harbour Island is trying to work out some situations to get here for the tournament again this year. Some of the other participants we have QC coach affiliate Dwayne Smith. We also have Annie with her girls coming into the tournament, Coach Swaby as well. We also going to have C.I. Gibson with Coach Kevin Johnson. We have Noble Prep again this year. Grand Bahama won't be able to make it with Coach Quinton Hall. They participated in the tournament before.
Jeffrey Walcott assumed the position of president of the Junior Baseball League of Nassau on July 25th. He gave his thoughts on the future of the sport here at home, with various leagues now under the umbrella of the Bahamas Baseball Association.
We've seen the benefits of it already. And I'm a newcomer to baseball, and to be honest with you, some of the things I've heard and seen, I'm not too happy about. And I think now that we're under one umbrella, I think a lot of things are going to change, and we're going to see that very, very shortly.
On to some college football news now. The Bahamas Bowl now has a new name. Elk Grove Village, using its business slogan Makers Wanted, has been announced as the title sponsor of the Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl, to be played December 21st at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. The Makers Wanted tagline serves as a call to action for Elk Grove Village's thriving community in Chicago and the thousands of businesses that are based there. This is the first time a non-tourist municipality event has been sponsored as a bowl game. Well, summer sports camps starting to wind down, and earlier today, our Charles Fisher hit the road.
It's not one of your traditional summer camps. Into its 7th of 8 weeks, the Bahamas rowing camp is mowing right along at Lake Cunningham.
Go over on this side. Richard, keep going straight. Hurry up. Let's go. Move it.
Shouting out the instructions is Jason Williams.
We train kids how to row. During the summertime, a lot of kids are just running around. They don't have much to do. And we invite them down and give them a course in rowing and give them a little racing skills also. And basically it's to spread the sport of rowing from a young age up to college, and then they can continue it afterwards.
So what is being taught at this level?
Controlling the boat and staying on the boat and basically going at a high rate, higher stroke rate, and controlling your boat even in choppy conditions which we have today.
Tony Smith and Jeff Jane have only been rowing for under 4 weeks.
How difficult and how easy rowing could be once you put your mind to it.
What is the difficult part about rowing?
When you're in a boat and you have strong wind and a lot of waves.
When I first come, my coach teach me say, when I'm in the boat, focus and listen what he says.
Brothers Nathan and Aiden Pritchard, too, just getting their feet wet.
I've learned on the big boats, and I've switched to the really thin ones, which is those ones. And yeah, so I've just been doing 1 day of the thin one.
The easy part is like going back, as in going forward kind of, and the hard part is probably going the opposite way or turning.
For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.